She's been through so much too. Oh, Big Daddy's back. What's up, beautiful people? If you've been watching my videos and you enjoy my reaction, please watch this intro. There's something, I'll be quick, there's something I wanted to talk about in terms of like spoilers, but not spoilers per se, but like just little hints, and yeah, just little hints towards like some character motivations, this, that, and the third. I know I probably should have said this since episode 1, but as a reaction channel and someone watching these movies and these series fresh, obviously there's some things I don't know. I don't have the full context. I haven't diluted 2 seasons of this show, and I feel like my initial impressions of these characters and these shows are just those initial impressions, right? They're not fully fleshed out thought because I don't have the power of hindsight having watched 2 seasons of this show. And I believe that any little hints that is made towards these characters and their progression is a spoiler, for me at least. And if I'm right or wrong about specific characters or their motivations, I feel like it is more rewarding for you, the viewer, to watch me change my mind in real time, or watch me reevaluate or have some introspection about why I felt a certain way for a certain character based on what I am watching. So I just want to say that I adore and appreciate the conversations that we've been having about this movie, about this TV show. I just recently posted episode 1 on YouTube and it is going crazy, and I appreciate the love and you're welcoming me in. I just want to say that for my own enjoyment, which leads to your own enjoyment of the reaction, let's keep the conversations to the episodes that we're watching, because I want to evolve with these characters. I want my mindset about them and their motivations to evolve in time, and I think sometimes the conversations that might hint to a change in a character gives me that prematurely. And with the way I love this show and I love these characters and I'm so invested in them, I feel like that's all I'm gonna think about. Like, oh, I can't wait for this character to prove me wrong, or I can't wait for this character to be or do this thing that people in the comments are hinting. Like, yes, it's not a blatant spoiler, but like some of the conversations about like, you just wait for this character to be this, or you just wait for this character to be that, I feel like it robs me of that discovery of the things that will happen to make this character evolve, or this, that, and the third. And I know I'm trying not to step on any toes. I'm just trying to kind of help you guys see like my mindset in going into these episodes and watching this, and how I want my reaction to it to be as genuine as possible and let them come organically, like all my thoughts. I don't believe that all my thoughts and comments are always right. I think that's just pride talking or anything, you know what I'm saying? I will never be always right about everything, but give me the benefit of the doubt that when we get into these different seasons and different episodes, give me the benefit of the doubt that like my mind might be changed. I'm the last person that will feel some kind of way about being wrong. If I'm wrong about something, I'm like, oh shit, like, okay, I like this, or I like the misdirect, or this, that, and the third. But like, I love Interview with the Vampire so much, and I feel like I can already tell. I mean, I'm 5 episodes deep, but just based on some comments, I can already tell that some of these characters will change in drastic ways, or I might look at them differently just from the conversations I've been having with some of you guys. And trust me, I'm not saying to halt those conversations. I love learning from you guys, but like, I feel like I'm just learning some things that I would have much rather experienced by myself when I watched it. You know what I'm saying? So please, just like rule of thumb, like let's just leave the conversations or hints at characters, progression or stuff to the episode we're watching. Because like I said, it robs me of that genuine organic discovery of these things. I've been rambling about this for 5 minutes now, and I'm sorry. It's just because like I just felt I should like let it be known that like, yes, it's not a bit blatant spoiler that this, but telling me a character will be this in season 2 or this, I feel like it will get a less organic reaction out of me, because when I see it start happening, I'll be like, this person has hinted at this instead of me giving a holy shit reaction to it, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's not a blatant spoiler, but there is something there. I hope I was understood. I feel like I rambled on. Just felt like it was important to talk about this, especially for the way I kind of do reactions where it's more like discussion based. So like I'm thinking deep about these characters, and now that some things have been hinted about some of these characters, that goes into my discussion. I mean, after season 1 and after episode 1 and 2, I couldn't stop thinking about this show. I was literally thinking about it in my sleep. But now all these extra things that I shouldn't know right now, or my mind will be changed on later, that I know now, is also like in there with all my thoughts about the show. And I just feel like it robs me from the genuine discovery, and it makes for a less impactful reaction, which is what you guys are here for. So I just felt like I should say that. If you listen to the whole thing, I appreciate you. Maybe you feel like I'm making a big deal out of something so little, but in other matters, that kind of stuff is fine. But when I'm trying to make like a genuine first time reaction, some of those nice conversation and bonding conversations we're having might have some like negative side effect, which is like not spoiling per se, but giving me some kind of idea of what is to come. So I just felt I should say that, and can't wait to get into this episode. Everything that happened with Claudia and the duality of these characters being human versus vampires, loved it. But yeah, appreciate you guys, appreciate the love, the support on Patreon, YouTube. The amount of y'all that hopped on here from YouTube is crazy. I probably got like 30 plus patrons after posting the first episodes. Much love to you all. I swear to God, you guys are ridiculous. All of you on Patreon who's been holding me down since, much love, much love. I love it.
Precious items from the archives.
And Frank meets Stephen King.
I don't see that happening again.
His name is...
Oh, Charlie.
Close to mortals.
Let me tell you something. I'm doing just...
This was dark. It's crazy to say, but that vampire's innocence just got taken away. Claudia, I mean. Just crazy to say because she's a vampire that has already been eating folks. Oh, he siphons of them.
Fat fingers, please stop. Window washer, I can't die like this. Purple shoes, please.
She documents it.
Let my dog live. Please no, please stop.
Y'all couldn't do this in private? God damn. And the look David gave them, like, just go ahead.
Oh, here's a good one. Man in the last row of the Son of Chic picture show. You said you had cigarette.
The 42 pages, if I remember correctly.
School teacher, guard your heart.
Oh, God.
I'm trying to think of something more f***ed up than this.
And how is your work any different? What do you think will happen to Mr. Dulac when you publish this book, when the other vampires of the world get their hands on it? They will make their way to Dubai. They will scale the sides of this building.
Wow.
And paint the walls with his blood.
There he is.
You are chronicling a... Do not look down on Claudia. Look in the mirror.
Wow.
He lives to share these opinions even when they are not solicited. What's he taste like?
I didn't ask that.
You were thinking it.
Stay out of my head.
Honey and pineapple.
Wow.
I'll wait till Dammit comes around again. I'm a savory man most days.
I care for him more than he cares for himself, and I wouldn't let you near my neck if you...
62.5 kilograms.
Stay out of my head.
Sleep, pray, eat, pray, swim, pray.
Stay out of my head.
Metronomic, my Rashid.
Refill.
Please. Rashid is like, F you.
Louisiana is a closed record state.
And that means? And a convention city is not motivated to advertise grim statistics.
True. Very true.
I was skeptical too. I thought she was on a hunger strike.
She went on a killing spree? She wouldn't eat. Yeah, like most teenagers, honestly.
What if you bring one of your kills into a room? We could tie him up next to the car.
She's not surviving on birds or nocturnals, Louis.
Or she's slowly starving herself.
Boom. I know what I'd do, but you've cut my hands off. So save your words when it comes to Claudia.
She's in there because of you.
Ça suffit.
Oh, she's not in there at all.
She's dining out, as I said she was. Oh.
Her diaries.
Don't do that. It's private.
Of course he reads it.
Won't my skin down there grow back like my hair does when I cut it?
Wow. That's private, man.
What?
I couldn't hear you over the tugboat. January 5th.
I thought it would be summer.
When he died. And what Louis said that like all humans died with Charlie. So freaking heartbreaking. So heartbreaking. Because even as this man is dying, in my head I'm like, that look on her face, is that some kind of like sympathy? Nope, nope. Sneaking back home. Uh-oh.
Half a parade crew, the incinerator will be overflowing.
The smoke alone would blot out the moon.
What did you do with him, Claudia?
Well, then I guess you better hope and pray your top man to clean up good.
Where
Oh,
are they?
get your hands off her.
Maybe criminals burying bodies of their own. I hate you both.
We're out of town.
Charmaine, now get out of my room!
What happens when the next storm comes out the Gulf?
They're gonna start finding the bodies. Are there gonna be a lot of them? Holy smokes.
A recent unpleasantness in the Ninth Ward. The floaters.
Her actions.
6 bodies, was it?
6? Try 56. Fleet of corpses like it was judgment come.
Lord have mercy.
First words out of my mouth when I got the call. But I tell you both something, because we're old friends.
Yeah.
Has some soft part of it lopped off. A toe. Hell, one poor woman was missing her left.
God, Claudia.
Only the left. Don't be shy. Go on ahead. Just take the whole set. Don't be too startled if the police come knocking on your door. It's just a routine look-see.
Damn.
You didn't invite us here for a campaign donation now, did you, Tom?
1 each.
Politics. Oh, they're gonna use some vampire powers.
Am I speaking with the owners of this townhouse?
You are. And can you explain your presence in it?
Your daughter let us in.
I was in the middle of cleaning.
They?
Oh, I have a few deputies searching the premises. Makes for...
Oh God, Claudia.
Deputy Havisham! About this, sir!
Uh-oh.
What does it incinerate? Yard clippings?
Waste. Refuse.
They're gonna have to kill someone. What are you up to?
Where garbage collects, rats congregate.
Oh. Oh. I mean, when they said all these bodies were missing parts, Shorty was keeping them as trophies? Okay, now it starts making sense because like some of y'all were like alluding to the fact that like she's an impulsive, like immature teenager, honestly, like most teenagers, but like she's stuck that way forever. And it's like all those attributes that we might not find very good or flattering about teenagers is like that's her for eternity now. So it's not just a phase, like this is her now, which is sad. And obviously what happened last episode with what she was forced to witness and do definitely played a part to it. I wonder if Claudia would have been different if, obviously not just pushing all the blame on Lestat, but I wonder how different Claudia would have been if both parents were more like gentle like Louis. At first I thought that was a brush or something. No, that was a finger.
Where garbage collects, rats congregate, infection breeds, the problems can waylay even the most formidable municipalities.
Once they see that bone, it's a wrap.
To demonstrate the product.
No.
Oh my God, girl. He's still alive?
This one's locked, sir.
That's my daughter's room.
What are you waiting for? Knock it down.
That's his daughter's room.
Now, this is my...
Jesus.
Informed how his men conducted themselves in the home of law-abiding, tax-paying citizens.
I have no doubt you could carry the fines, but crimes against nature, that comes with a 5-year prison term if convicted.
Yikes.
We'll be watching you, Mr. Dulac, Mr. Lioncourt.
Risque.
You wanted her. You fixed her.
And beer and...
Touché.
Do you remember our life? How happy we were before her?
Happy?
Who am I supposed to love? You two have each other. Who's my Lestat? Not human. What human would want me? Perverts? Like the uncle at the rooming house who used to watch me pee?
Ew.
Or little boys?
Ew.
In 40 years from now?
God.
You're not my type. I like a full of figure.
Stop.
She's being impossible.
No matter how much blood I give them, they just lie there gasping.
Oh, she's been trying.
Did you try to make another?
Boy from Ponchatoula, boy from Holly Grove.
Wow.
If you could find them, which you won't, they would shred you to strips.
And you, cruel as the devil ever made, to refuse me one love when you've got two.
Two? Hello?
White girl, Daniel sings torch songs with a flat no nothing ass. He's gotten tired of us, Daddy Lou, the housewife, and the mistake.
And obviously the biggest intrigue here is that we're seeing like freaking dysfunctional family dynamics, but through the lens of freaking vampires. That it's freaking intriguing, man. I would never get tired of seeing that. So I guess Lestat is still seeing the singer that he told Louis that nothing was going on between them. Talk about it.
I'm using my... I don't know if you remember.
Antoinette.
She's running away?
But then why'd you take me home? Why not a hospital?
Barely breathe.
But I was breathing.
I mean, I know after the whole 7 minutes intro about spoilers and stuff, it's like, I feel like I know this particular conversation. And I'm sorry if it feels frustrating hearing me revert to that, but yeah, what can I do? I apologize if I'm rearing away from the story at hand, but spoilers suck, man. Or hints at stuff. It sucks a lot, especially when you enjoy and love something so much.
Aren't you? I'd be sweeping floors, making dinners, nursing babies.
You think on that song.
Yeah, Louise, your time to feel some of that guilt.
All vampires are born out of trauma. We made her out of remorse. For half a decade, with no friends, locked in the emotional storm of puberty.
God.
Probably why she's a fucking gold mine. The girl who moves 1,000,000 books.
I won't have her exploited. You can put the diaries in a proper context.
Or maybe inspire a line of sexy Claudia Halloween costumes. Or a cool dismemberment trend amongst the... Once you put it out there, they decide what it is.
True.
It can get away from you.
Louis getting irritated.
Claudia's night rambles had exposed us.
Assume we are under suspicion. Assume our finances no longer provide us protection.
Outside the city, one a night, no persons of note, unfortunates, undesirables.
No friends.
But her absence would lay bare who we were without her.
New York, Chicago, Los Angeles.
Thinking ahead.
We should dismantle her room.
You don't touch her room.
Wow.
She'll be back.
No, she won't.
That's it?
We would be underground for 7 years.
Wow. Oh, Claudia. Because that line of, you could have taken me to a hospital.
I longed for Claudia. I ached for her. Sending out telepathic thoughts of remorse in every direction.
Hoping she gets it.
But she had shut her mind off to me for some time then. And so I was left to revisit old haunts, desperate for connection.
Where he got her?
Claudia, come home. I know I hurt you. I know I can make it right again.
Little girl, I'm talking to you.
Boy, you better leave.
Now, what were you doing in the library? You're not allowed in there.
Oh, no.
Cleans classrooms. I read while she's cleaning.
You can read.
What are you gonna do after that?
Who's that?
So you turn her in. After it makes you feel like a big man. What's your next move, you think? You can't read. I can't ride. This guy knows all the rules.
This is our school. Where is your fighting pride?
Oh, he's a vampire. Oh,
Ignoring all other duties of the role Claudia once mocked me for. Flaubert's style is so dense.
Louis Armstrong's in town tonight, playing at the Pelican.
Something I just thought about as well is like, since they're vampires and they live so long, it's almost like their pain and everything they feel is so stretched out. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like they have a short lifespan that they can feel things like for a short amount of time. It's like, nah, they're feeling these feelings for decades. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's been 7 years, right? Since Claudia left. And Claudia just met someone else that, oh God, frying pan to fire.
Well, at least you're listening. I said they're thinking like yourself on fire. See if you would notice.
Hapless human I'm gonna kill in a few hours anyway.
Oh God, they're miserable together right now.
Claudia, I cannot listen to this insanity about Claudia one more time. Bordel de merde. Il me chie dans la main jusqu'au cadenas.
I love how he goes back to French.
But it was a cheap satisfaction.
Something I love about Louis is, although he's an unreliable narrator, there's always some good introspection when it calls for it, you know? Because, like, yes, push a lot of blame on Lestat, but he even acknowledged that that is just a cheap thrill for him. That punching down at Lestat and blaming him makes him feel good. So I like that.
Sent about 20 of us over to a place called Copenhagen to build a factory. Trouble punching the clock after that.
How'd you get back home?
Faked my own death.
Nah.
No lie. Only a couple dozen people showed up. Most didn't have much to say. About the weather, a few minutes in. Almost got myself buried alive.
What was he like, your maker?
Good question.
Strange. European. We didn't get on much.
Lestat?
Is that who's calling out your name every night? Is that Louis? I thought I was the only one stateside. Then I heard him calling out, Claudia, I'm sorry. Ride with others, hunting a pack.
A little gang of vamps.
Fang gang.
You got a name?
Parents named me Bruce.
Bruce. You don't kill like a Bruce.
What do I kill like?
You kill like a...
Raymond? Killer.
You like books, right? You're welcome to it.
I'm happy for her though. What does it say?
Not the kind of book I'd read. Thanks, killer.
Oh.
He was a bit sloppy out in Jefferson City.
How long you been
You shouldn't dump bodies in the Missouri, even if you weigh them down with rock. I had good ears when I was alive. Got great ears now. Heard your name in the air. Something about the way it sounded.
I was just gonna say, like, I was happy for Claudia because, like, she found someone that she's, like, actually bonding with. Because for a while now, her and her parents haven't been on great terms. And then he switched it up and stalking much and stuff. I hope he turns out all right.
How old are you, Claudia?
Oh, brother.
Always had a fondness for older women.
You're getting a little close there, Bruce.
Way too close.
You are being rude.
Son of a bitch.
No matter what happens.
They're not gonna do this, are they?
I'll repeat myself. I will not exploit her.
Somehow it doesn't seem like something she would do.
It's clear what happened.
It's so clear.
When you do that, Louis, when you editorialize, however noble the reasoning, it calls into question the other shit you're shoveling my way. And lean down over me and torn out pages.
Don't do it.
Ask again.
Relax, relax, relax.
Mr. Dulac occasionally finds it difficult to talk about Claudia. And continue with the interview if you are in.
Things have changed from before. Because didn't he attack him the last time they got too far?
Still recording.
Oh, Louis.
Lincoln University in Jefferson City and the University of Alabama. It's her. It has to be her.
It's definitely her.
And unlike Claudia, I am a full-blooded adult with all the right appendages.
It's not like that. What the heck?
Close proximity. Cause of death.
Well, now that I think about it, Lestat never wanted to change Claudia. So I understand his disdain towards her because that was Louis' want. That was Louis' redemption. That was Louis' light. And he kind of asked Lestat to do it. So that makes sense why he has that disdain towards her, actually.
I'll sit here forever.
Aww.
Waiting for your return.
Is she gonna come back to him? Lestat don't give a damn. He's just missing his Louis.
Yeah, I could meet you.
Aw, sis.
We're headed north.
Moving?
And don't offer, because I'm not asking. Levy found some work near Boston.
You look good.
Don't need that either, Louis. I sat across the dinner table from him my whole life. The pews in St. Augustine's on Sunday. Hid my 4th grade report card on purpose, because his was so bad and he didn't want our parents to find out. You're not my Louis.
And he still looks the same. Wow. It's a grave.
Thinking what to do about you. God never talked back, so this is how it has to be. For my family, you understand?
Basically, you're dead to me. Aw, she loves him. That is f***ing sad.
With no obvious sense of why I follow them, other than meaning slowly disintegrates without them. But today at the cemetery, I finally understood something so obvious.
Aw, Louis.
To be Louis' sister.
Man, I mean, I have always felt deeply about the loss of Louis' family because, I mean, I think I feel deeply about that so much because, like, I am away from family. because my family lives in a different country, and being away from them, obviously I love them and like we talk often, but like there's something about being away from family that is so, it's so heartbreaking because like you miss their essence. Yes, you see them on the phone and you talk to them, but you miss the way they smell, the way their body feel, the way you hug them. Like you miss a certain essence, like humanity from them. And that's been me for like the last decade. And just seeing his family being stripped away and all the ups and downs he's had with them based on his job or his vampirism or his just closed off from them, man, that shit hits home sometimes because, you know, sometimes we get busy and neglect some of the things that really matter to us. And I'm so happy that Claudia like witnessed him like break down and cry in front of his own grave. Crazy. And honestly, I don't blame the sister for what she did, like making a grave for him there. Like, this is how it needs to be for me and my girls and everything. Man. Oh, wow. Give her a hug.
Thank you.
She's been through so much too. Oh. Big Daddy's back.
I've come to apologize. I put you both in a bad spot. I wasn't right in my head. I am now.
How is college? Magna cum, summa cum, Phi Beta Kappa.
I've read a lot of books.
Don't mock her.
The True and Dead. I plan to leave for that part of the world as soon as I can.
Quick stop home to do laundry before you for good.
A quick stop to pick up Louis.
Oh? Oh, he's gonna fight.
What I've read is lies, then tell me what's true. 7 years and what's changed other than you need a housekeeper?
Ouch.
Out there are vicious.
Probably worse.
Oh, but you've learned that already.
Do not mock her.
How did Charlie taste? Like the love you'll never really know?
Why?
Destined to live an inconsequential little life.
And we took it from her.
I love that. I love that accountability. Like, we took it from her. Because when it was only Louis in the picture, it was like, you did this to me. You took my family with this. But now we. Because I'm sure he's used that 7 years to really think on what she told her. Because she literally said, think on that before she left. So I love that growth.
Come with me, Louis.
Louis.
I thought I could live without you, but I was wrong.
Louis.
This is difficult.
1,000 nights of sulking and the first sight of her, you were just gonna up and leave me?
Be vampires worthy of your love.
Get the fuck
Oh, no. Oh, he was going for the kill. Oh, they're going crazy back there. Oh, this is their first fight. They're tearing this whole house apart.
He's okay.
Daniel.
He's okay. We're done.
Are they done?
We just need a moment here.
Wow. Oh, nah, they were trying to protect her.
I fought myself a million times, fought my nature, controlled my temper.
Jesus.
His uncle has now, suddenly. Listen to me, and listen very carefully, my infidel.
God. Oh, he f***ed him up. God.
I have waited.
Wow.
I have patiently waited in vain. As I love you. say at the start I am never going to love you. It would help me a great deal.
Wow.
To hear that from your lips.
I feel bad for him, honestly.
Call me.
I'd rather die. Oh God. He can't die, right? And correct me if I'm wrong, but like, is this the first time Lestat has like up and said it? That like, I've waited for you to love me. Well, yes, but like, there were probably signs of it through his frustrations or things between the line that I just didn't catch. But this idea of like, yes, they're all vampires and monsters, like it's in their nature to be this way. But in a sense, it's like, if you really dissect it, it's like this man, all he wanted was love. Which is the sad part, because it's like everybody's deserving of it, you know? Like the whole scene of their fight and just that idea that like it's easier for me to just hear it from your lips that you never ever love me. Like heartbroken. And like what I said earlier, like these emotions last with them for decades, you know? Ever since he saw Louis pull a knife on his brother, he's like, this is the one. And now it's been how many years? God. The music is not helping too, man. It's so beautiful. There's no coming back from this for them. He's so good. He is so good. God. And I mean anybody who's ever seen their parents in a fight before like knows what this feel like. Anybody who grew up against like a shaky marriage or a shaky home, or if you've ever been in that situation, I'm sure this is like extremely freaking triggering for a lot of reasons. And I know like a lot of you have been telling me to like empathize with more with Lestat, and which has been like really good because like you guys kind of force me to go over my initial bias for Lestat and men that have a lot of his similar character traits. I just have a natural bias against that because like I've had so many men in my life that I've slowly watched them turn into freaking abusive, like bigoted, like horrible, man. So like that, anytime I see it, hell no, like we ain't going there. But like y'all in the comments have helped me talk through like, you know, taking things with a grain of salt and giving him benefit of the doubt and stuff like that. And that's been like so helpful. And I think this episode would have like really, this episode like really hit it home for me that like, because I remember in some episodes past when I think it was Claudia or something that asked about like who changed Lestat, and it just flooded my mind with the thoughts of like, what if Lestat like had it worse than he even did for Louis? Obviously it doesn't justify it, but like most things like this, it at least gives an explanation to know how a character got from point A to point B. And this scene with Claudia coming back and Lestat feeling ganged up on is like, and him just expressing his love for Louis, not in the most harmless ways obviously, but like viciously, even to the point of dropping him from the skies. And just, you can tell that it was just driven by love, but that mixed with a lot of his traits as a vampire and what that does to your nature or your humanity or the lack thereof. And that whole idea of loneliness too, because it's kind of mirrored in Claudia, I feel, because Claudia went on for like decades and decades without having a friend, without having someone to lean on, without having someone to love, because she asked them, who is my Louis, who is my Lestat, right? So it's like, you can imagine that Lestat has gone through all that and finally thought he found someone, which is Louis. And shit is sad, man. Shit is sad. Even though he's whooping on Louis, like I still feel bad for him because in his mind he's like, what have I not done for you? Like, why can't you love me? You know, which maybe that can also go side by side with, like, even though Lestat is sympathize with Louis' plight as a black man and everything he's went through, he's still of a different time and still of a different privilege that he might not fully understand what Louis is going through. And we saw in previous episodes how he overlooked some of Louis' plight that was really dear to his heart, like him losing his family or losing Lily, or you know, how he's treated by other like white people around him and stuff like that. Oof, I love this show. I freaking love this show. And like I said in the beginning, in my intro, I feel like some of all these feelings that I feel about these characters, the complexities and all that, those are things that I feel like will come organically as I witness the show by myself organically. Because I've already said it, I'm the first person to tell you, damn, I was wrong about this character. Like, I like how the show showed me more of this character. Even when it came down to like not blaming Louis too much, it's like this episode, because I definitely had treated Louis better than Lestat just because Louis was the active victim. But like me watching this episode, like through his conversation with Claudia, through his own introspection, like that would have been an like aha moment for me in an organic fashion, that wow, like that's some good introspection. Like dude was at fault for a lot of this as well. Because I mean, even starting off, he wasn't a like pure man, you know. But I love this, and I love how the story is developing. I cannot wait to finish this. After this is just 2 more episodes and then season 2. And I saw that there's a teaser for season 3. I didn't watch it obviously because I don't like spoilers or watching anything before I go in, but this was great. Appreciate you all. Thanks for bearing with me through this episode because I had a lot to say that was kind of like away from the reaction or the show, but I just felt like, I mean, we're humans, like that communication is essential in coexisting in a, you know, good and respectful and kind way. And I just felt like I needed to say some things that I said. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. I will see you in episode 6. Peace.